Dr. Parimal.
Good morning, Dr. Manoj and Dr. Ravi Shankar.
Yeah.
Hi Parimal. Hi Manoj.
Yeah, hi sir.
Hello,
I'm Dr.
hello.
Shankar. Can you hear
Yes,
me?
sir. Yes, sir.
Can you see me?
We have great pleasure in
Yeah.
welcoming you for this live streaming. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. At the outset, I would like to thank Dr. Sahu and SGEI for giving me this opportunity on behalf of Ideal Care. So we have 1 hour. I will try to show 2 cases. Let us see how it goes. And the cases are primarily EUS based. So can we have the first case, Priyanka? So this is an elderly lady who was referred to me with complaints of itching, generalized body itching with abnormal LFTs, and ANA and AMA are positive. CT is showing diffusely hypoechoic liver, and there is a lymph node in the periportal area. So this patient was referred to me for biopsy of the lymph node and also of the liver, because there is a suggestion based on history and biochemistry of an autoimmune hepatitis. So the plan is to do EUS and look at the liver, take liver biopsy and see the lymph node, and if required, take a lymph node biopsy. I am using a linear echo endoscope, Olympus GF UCT 140, and the examination that I will do is not for the experts. It is primarily for those who are beginners, who are learning EUS. So all our cases are done under propofol. We have Dr. Dharudkar with us, our anesthetist. Passing the scope, you have to be careful because the bending section of the scope is a little long, but nowadays the scopes are very good, so you can pass pretty easily, but remember not to force. Gently go in, and now we are in the esophagus. Can I see the EUS? Are you getting the EUS picture?
Yes.
So the basic rules for doing EUS is linear EUS is you have to rotate the scope. Are you seeing my scope? So if you turn anti-clockwise like I am turning now, you will see the anterior structures anterior to the esophagus. That will be the trachea and the heart. If I turn clockwise like this, I am going posterior. So I am seeing structures posterior to the esophagus. That is the aorta, vertebra, and all those things. So this is a basic rule which we need to follow. So if you see now, please, I am anterior. This is the esophagus. Can you see the esophagus? This is the sagittal section of the esophagus. Muscularis propria this side, muscularis propria this side. This side you are seeing aorta, and this side you are seeing the heart. Chhod do. So this is a useful maneuver when you are not suspecting anything in the mediastinum. You can do a quick evaluation of the esophagus like this. See, it's like a sagittal EUS evaluation. You can see the esophagus very, very well. When we go down, now you can see liver is appearing. Follow this, go a little down, and you are in the stomach. Endoscope. Once you are at the GE junction, what you should do first is try to suck everything, because aspiration is not a good thing. We have had problems in the past. So we come back to the endoscopy view and suck whatever little is there in the fundus. Okay, show me. So now you are seeing the liver. To me, it looks a little heterogeneous. Bada karo thoda. Yeah, it's a heterogeneous liver. It's not a normal liver. And some basic things of liver anatomy. You see this vein in the center, freeze. This is the left hepatic vein, and it divides the left lobe into the segment 2 and segment 3. This is important for interventional EUS. Chhod do. See this? This is the left hepatic vein which is going. If I come little clockwise, you start seeing the hilum. See this hyperechoic area? This is the liver hilum. And if you turn little anti-clockwise, freeze. Here you see the ligamentum teres. This is the ligamentum teres here. Chodo. And if I come back towards the G junction and turn little clockwise, I start seeing. Please.
Honor, sir. Honor, sir.
So this is the segment 1.
Honor.
Here I showed you segment 2 and 3 there. This will be segment 4. This is the ligamentum venosum. You see this thin one? Ligamentum venosum. Chodo. I keep coming back towards the cardia, and you see the IVC and the middle hepatic vein. Freeze. So this is the IVC here. This is the middle hepatic vein. This is segment 1. Between the ligamentum venosum and the middle hepatic vein is segment 4, and beyond that is segment 8. So this is the basic anatomy. Now we try to see the lymph node. See, this is the hilum. Doppler. Gumao thoda. Niche leo. You can see this huge structure, please, is the portal vein. This is the portal vein. Below that, this is the common bile duct. See the common bile duct? We can measure it. It is 6.6, which is okay for our age. Chhod do. So this is the portal vein entering the liver. So this is a hilar area. Let us see if we see any lymph nodes here. There are a few lymph nodes. I will show you, freeze. So if you see this is the lymph node here. This is the lymph node here. Very small lymph nodes. I am not very convinced that they are pathologic. Chhod do.
How would you characterize them, Vinay?
Yeah. So if you see, freeze. So if you look at this, compare it to the liver parenchyma always. So this is a lymph node here. Look at the liver parenchyma. This doesn't look hypoechoic. You have some hyperechoic strands within. It has a hyperechoic center, which indicates it is a benign lymph node. It is not round. It is not hypoechoic, uniformly hypoechoic, and it has a hyperechoic center. If we measure it, so a round lymph node which is uniformly hypoechoic is suspicious. This is 1.1 centimeter. So size-wise, yes, significant, but there are no features which suggest that it is an abnormal lymph node. This could be a reactive lymph node. So I'll ask you guys whether you want me to biopsy these. I don't want to biopsy this.
I would not, but any reason why they have been after this lymph node?
Yeah, because it is picked up on the CT scan.
Okay.
So now see here, I am going in and you are seeing the portal vein and the common bile duct. Freeze. So this is the portal vein going here. Here it will divide into splenic and superior mesenteric. This is the common bile duct. This is the head of the pancreas. See this? So this is the bile duct diving behind the head of the pancreas. So the portal vein and the common bile duct are diverging here. Chodo. See this? Now the bile duct is going down towards the papilla, while the portal vein has become the superior mesenteric vein now. So we can trace the bile duct all the way till the papilla here. Looks pretty okay. The pancreas echo texture. This is an elderly lady, so we are seeing some strands. See here, in a younger patient, this could have been problematic, but in her I feel it is okay. Please. This small duct is the pancreatic duct. Looks normal again. 1.6. Once we have evaluated the head nicely and have not found anything, see the pancreatic duct, you can see the pancreatic duct there. Then we start turning clockwise to see the body and tail. So this is a simple maneuver. Keep tracing the splenic vein. See, this is the confluence where the splenic vein and superior mesenteric vein are joining to form the portal vein. Please. So this is the splenic vein here, superior mesenteric vein, and this is the portal vein going towards the liver, head of the pancreas, common bile duct. So the liver is this side. Now I start turning posterior because the body and tail of the pancreas are posterior compared to the head. So we are tracing the vessels, looking at the pancreas, gently withdrawing, and you see the left kidney below. See the left kidney? Then again we turn clockwise, more clockwise. Keep tracing the splenic vessels till you get the spleen. See, this is the splenic hilum. Here you see the vessels entering the spleen. So this is the spleen. So this looks like a normal pancreatobiliary examination with a little abnormal echo texture of the liver. So taking the liver biopsy, you can take liver biopsy from the right lobe as well as from the left lobe. The advantages of taking a liver biopsy via EUS is you can avoid the vessels, number one. Number two, you can follow up. You can see after the biopsy is done that there is no bleeding, and then you can send the patient home after 1 hour. It's a very simple procedure. Patient has no pain, and studies have shown that there are no additional complications or adverse reactions.
What's your core size which you get? Because
you
in
get a very good
percutaneous
core,
needle, we can have
excellent core.
various needle sizes.
You get a very good core. Let us see how we get today. But so I am using the Boston Scientific Acquire core biopsy needle, Doppler. So see, we do Doppler to see if there are any blood vessels. I don't see any major blood vessels in this area. छोड़ दो. Scope पकड़ो थोड़ा. ऐसा ही fix करो, हाँ? Now you see the green mark. That green mark is where the needle will come out. You see the needle coming out now? See, it is moving there. See that? And then we release the lock. We take out the needle little more. Can you see the needle? Can you see the needle near the green mark? It's moving like this. I am in. And then what we do is slowly withdraw the stylet and use different strokes in different areas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we are done. Let us see if something has come. After this, use your Doppler to see that there is no bleeding. Bleeding will be shown by blood in the needle track. So I don't see anything happening here. Or the
What's your
liver will become
strategy if
white.
you find bleeding? What's your strategy
If you find bleeding, usually what you do is if you have a bleeding from a puncture site, you go to that puncture site and you can inject in that area. But frankly, Parimal, so far I have done many. And because we do the Doppler before and avoid the major vessels, I haven't got a single case of post biopsy bleeding.
So will less number of passes do?
Sorry?
So compared to 4 passes, will less number of passes like 1 or 2 passes will do? for the liver biopsy?
It will do. It's not a problem. So it depends upon. So for example, if you have a focal lesion, आया कुछ दिखाओ ना उनको. मेरे को तो दिख नहीं रहा है. किधर है? किधर? हाँ, पर वो कैसा दिखाएगा? So it is about 1.2, 1.3 centimeter core that we have got. Very nice core. I don't know whether we'll be able to. नहीं, उधर जाके magnify कर ये मेरे को दे.
So we'll go by your word, Vinay.
अरे नहीं देखो यार दिख जाएगा तो.
You'll have to focus it
Very
on
nice
it.
core we have got.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful white core. There is absolutely no blood. Actually, there are two cores. One is about 1.2 and one is about 1 centimeter. So excellent tissue we have got. So you can see that the procedure is pretty simple. Doesn't take much time. Can anybody see? I doubt. See, it is floating now.
On the white background of your mask, maybe.
No? This is the problem. But anyway, we got an excellent tissue, so we don't need to repeat a pass. There was a good question about the number of passes. So it is, if you have a focal lesion, endoscope dikhao. Always check on endoscopy that there is no major bleeding happening. See, this is the puncture site. Absolutely clean, there is no problem. So if there is a focal lesion, you can reduce the number of passes. But if you are having a generalized pathology like autoimmune hepatitis, I would like to take pass from different areas. So I use a single pass, but I fan it into different areas like you saw. Do it slowly. Don't do it very fast, otherwise there will be blood. Do not go into the area where you have gone before, because this is a core biopsy needle. So when you have pushed your needle into one area, and when you withdraw, that's a please. The camera is here. When you withdraw, the space from where the core has been taken out gets filled with blood. So don't go back into the same area. Try another area, take a core from there, withdraw slowly, then again don't go back into the same area. So that is the secret to reducing the amount of blood in your biopsy. If you go on pushing in the same area like this, you will get a lot of blood. So don't do that. And we have used a very thin needle, 22 gauge needle, not a 19 gauge needle. And there are enough cores, I can assure you. Good amount of biopsy we have got.
So as a gastroenterologist, if you have both the percutaneous and US guided liver biopsy, whom should we refer the patient to?
So by far I like, so in my department I have stopped percutaneous. But the issue is cost, because EUS guided biopsy is costly compared to percutaneous biopsy. So if you have an affording patient who does not want to have pain post procedure, who doesn't want to be observed for a few hours and then padding and all those things, EUS guided biopsy is the way to go, because this patient will now go home without knowing that we have done a liver biopsy in her. So very, very comfortable, no pain, no problems. Only thing is it is expensive compared to percutaneous biopsy. So patients coming to me, I encourage them, if they can afford, to go for a EUS guided procedure, because it is painless. And I am assured myself, because I am seeing the EUS window, that there is no bleeding, there is no bile leak, nothing is happening. This patient can go home. So I will take you to the next case. I think timing is important. So just give me 1 minute. I move to the next room. And if there are further questions about liver biopsy, I'll answer there.
Dr. Parimal, I think right now this procedure is not, being practiced in several places. But
No.
But
it has a future, definitely.
Yeah, I think it can become a procedure of the future. I think when performed by expert hands, I think it looks very simple. But
Absolutely.
I think, the type of when we have to do a liver biopsy, I think the expertise is very important.
So
Only I was
my-
thinking
Yeah,
if
tell me.
it's a general, if there is no focal lesion and we can make about 1 or 2 good passes and then take the biopsy. That's what I was asking Dr. Vinay here. Rather, one would be skeptical in passing too many passes into the liver, especially when there is a no focal lesion and we want a biopsy specimen. But anyway, I think certain things would come up in the future.
So our next patient for US guided biopsy, yes or no?
So this next case is an elderly gentleman who has jaundice for 2 months. You can see that it's an obstructive kind of jaundice. And MRCP and CT is very, very interesting. He has a 7 millimeter calculus in the distal CBD. CBD is dilated to about 8 millimeters. And then intrahepatic biliary radicals are more dilated than CBD. So the left intrahepatic biliary radical is 8.5 mm and right is 4 mm. And along with that, there is a thrombosis of the left branch of the portal vein. So it's a very interesting case because obviously there is a CBD stone that we have no problem, but the disproportionate dilatation of the intrahepatic biliary radicals. Usually in a CBD stone, as you all know, you will have a predominant CBD dilatation. IHBR may be minimally dilated. Here, you have IHBR, intrahepatic biliary radicals, more dilated than the CBD. And there is a thrombosis, the left branch of the portal vein. So there is a suspicion whether there is another lesion at the hilum, which is causing obstruction of the at the level of hilum, and probably it is in the left intrahepatic duct because the right one is also dilated, but it is 4 mm compared to left, which is 8 mm. So this case has been referred to me. So what I thought was we'll first do an EUS, quickly evaluate what is going on, and then they have attempted an ERCP outside and they could not succeed. So we will see if we can do a rendezvous for you quickly and go in. So if there is a narrowing at the hilum, then I plan to remove the stone first by ERCP and then do a spyglass examination and take biopsy. But I don't know whether we have enough time to show you all this. So I would prefer to show you the rendezvous technique if it is feasible. But first, let us see what is going on inside. So introducing the scope. EUS, please. Not X-ray, EUS. So this is the heart. We go in. We are seeing the liver now. This is the segment 1, middle hepatic vein. The first thing that we should notice is, you see the intrahepatic radicals? Stop. Flow. See this? Massively dilated. There is huge dilatation. Chodo. Now that you don't expect in stones. So let us see what is happening to the bile duct. So this is the hilum. Bile duct is also freeze. So here you see this is the portal vein. This is the common bile duct. And how much is it? Let us see. .7. So it is dilated. There is no doubt about it. Chodo. Now I trace this duct towards the liver hilum and I see a stone here. See there? Hyperechoic. There is a stone there. And then this is the hilum. And you see the branches of the left duct. Let me see from segment 3 3, what is happening? So this is the segment 3. You see hugely dilated left intrahepatic radical, hugely dilated. Then we come down, trace it, or it could be a cyst. Huh? Very interesting case. It could be a cyst.
Is there an earlier ultrasound before all this started,
Yes. Ultrasound. There is an ultrasound. There is
which was
CT,
normal? No,
and
I
there is
mean
an
before,
MRCP.
before
No,
this
normal ultrasound we don't have.
You don't.
All of them show this kind of feature where intrahepatic biliary radicals are dilated. Now, what I would do is, I will try to, actually, this is very selective dilatation. Doppler. You see, this is dilated IHBR in the center. You see, this is dilated. And see there. And then on the left side, you see this huge thing, which is like almost like a cystic dilatation. See here, this is massive. Now, whether it is communicating with a bile duct, we have to see. It's not a uniform, nicely dilated left ductal system, that I can tell you. Okay, so you have so far CBD stone, dilated CBD. Let us quickly go to the ampullary area. Dikhao. Endoscope. So we'll go to the duodenum and see what is happening to the bile duct close to the ampulla. I am in the bulb. Dikhao. So this is the bile duct. See that in the center, and you can see a stone. There is a stone. Freeze. There is a stone here. See this? Soda. Below that, the bile duct is not dilated. Bada karo. So here is the stone. See this? And we go down towards the papilla. Freeze. Here you are seeing the bile duct as well as the pancreatic duct. So the pancreatic duct is .8, so it is normal, and the bile duct is 4.4. So the distal bile duct and pancreatic duct are normal. So that suggests that there is no ampullary pathology, there is no distal bile duct pathology. This is the papillary area. Freeze. So you see, this is the papillary area here. On EUS it looks perfect. The head of the pancreas shows normal ecotexture. There is nothing in the head of the pancreas. So far what we have seen is a stone disease. A single stone here. See this? But the dilatation is too much. We come up. I'm turning anti-clockwise now to look at the gallbladder if possible. That is the gastroduodenal. This is segment 6. There. I am seeing part of the gallbladder here. So what I am planning to do is planning to see if I can show you just the passage of wire via rendezvous, and then do a cholangiogram, ERCP, and so that probably you need not see the ERCP part because we have, I think, only about 10 minutes left. Can we turn the patient flat? So for rendezvous, there are two ways. I will show you. One is from the duodenum and one is from the stomach. So that is the advantage of doing EUS guided procedures. You can, depending on what is good, try from the stomach or the duodenum. So, but important thing is Doppler. You see there, that is a gastroduodenal artery between the bile duct and the duodenal wall. So you should not puncture here. Very important. So these are some of the things you need to assess. Endoscope. So this is the duodenal bulb. You come out. And then go in again. We are seeing the head of the pancreas. Dikhao. This is the bile duct. Now you should see fluoro dikhao. Can you see the fluoro picture? Can you see the fluoro picture, Parimal?
We can see it. We can see it. We can see it.
Okay. So
It
you
is
see the
reverse.
scope.
It is reverse.
No, it is not reverse. It's a
No.
very long scope position.
Okay.
So what you need to do for rendezvous is your needle should come out really towards the papilla. Because if I puncture and it goes towards the hilum, then passing the wire down towards the papilla becomes very difficult. 19 gauge needle. Now we'll do a Doppler again. Oh, there are too many blood vessels. This is better. Fluoro. Now you see it is bent down. So I need to find a position which is, बंद करो, ऐसा पकड़ के रखना, बड़ा कर दो, और बड़ा कर दो. I need to find a position to puncture where the needle looks down towards the papilla. And it should be relatively avascular. This is a 19 gauge needle. It's a very thick needle. So difficult to maneuver, not a very easy needle to maneuver. Now you see the needle coming. We are away from the portal vein, so there is no risk here. I am still in the wall. I think I am in now. Yeah, don't inject. What I will try is try to aspirate if there is a little bile in this and then pass a wire without injecting contrast. Aspirate. That makes my procedure safer. Nothing? Too little, छोड़ो. So, for निकाल दो, हवा मत डालना. I need to be sure that I am in the bile duct. And अरे हवा मत डाल यार, बैंड बच जाएगा मेरा. और बड़ा कर. See, some air has gone in, created problem for me. Now I can't see the CBD well. There it is. So these are small things which you have to learn so that you do a complication-free procedure. It's not going. You see, it's really pushing the duodenal wall. Not a good, okay, but I am still not in. So there is a lot of folds here which are preventing my needle from going in the proper direction. We need to get another view where we can puncture. Otherwise, I can always try from the fluoro, from the liver. Okay, Doppler. Now you see it's becoming a little dangerous. We push it a little bit, try to bring it close. Okay. So see, there are so many vessels here. It looks difficult, doesn't look very smooth.
What is the position of the patient you have kept, sir?
Flat. I'll just make one more puncture. Band karo Doppler. Otherwise, we go to the liver. No, this is not a safe position. So let's try from the liver. So these are the practical issues. See, this is a nicely dilated bile duct. See this? Beautifully dilated. Doppler. But it is a problem to get a good window. So we come back, see from the liver what is happening. Doppler. बंद करो. Small things matter. The position, the safety, you mean whether you are going through too many vessels, fluoro. Now you have to also see that when you puncture, you should not go towards the distal part, I mean towards the periphery of the liver. The wire should go towards the hilum. So these are some of the important issues which you need to. Needle अच्छा नहीं है यार. Okay, we are in. Aspirate. है कुछ. So we get bile here. Can you see the bile in the syringe?
We can see it, few ml.
Okay. Now let's inject some contrast and see what's going on. Slowly, huh? No air. Fluoro. हवा डाल रहा है. डाल. Now you see that? I don't see any stricture here. Magnify करके दिखाएगा. करो, magnify करो थोड़ा. That looks like a stone probably, not a stricture. You can see that meniscus.
There's a convexity you can see there.
Yeah, probably a stone. We'll see Now, what I want is little saline. Good. Bas. Now, we will use a O32 Terimo. So, you need a very good assistant for all these things, because you cannot do it by yourself. क्या कर रहा है दीपक? So now if you see a fluoro दिखाओ. Are you seeing my needle?
Fluoro is not live, I think.
Fluoro
Yeah,
दिखाओ
yeah,
ना इधर
it
करके.
is.
You can see?
Yeah.
So now if you see on the fluoro, please concentrate on my needle position. You see the needle? It is going acutely in one direction. So we have to take out this wire gently and see that it goes in the direction that we want. It should not go in too many directions, because wire shearing is a very big problem with US guided procedures. This needle is very sharp. ज़्यादा बाहर आ गया. See, now this is not good. I'm not happy with it. So gently withdraw. Try to go up. घुमाओ. So you have to rotate. Use your index finger and thumb. Yeah, like that. Very good. So this requires expertise. Good. धीरे धीरे जाओ. घुमाओ. Very good. धीरे धीरे घुमाओ. घुमाओ घुमाओ घुमाओ. पीछे विड्रॉ करके घुमाओ. हाँ, थोड़ा विड्रॉ करके. हाँ, वेरी नाइस. हाँ, वो अच्छा था, अभी किया था. हाँ. So these are some of the things which you have to learn, the tricks. So now see, it is going in another direction, so we have to rotate and go in the right direction. All these things take time, patience. So if your time is over, you please tell me, because we will continue with this. Nice, go, जाओ जाओ. नहीं नहीं, वापस आ गया. धीरे से विड्रॉ करो, धीरे से विड्रॉ करो, धीरे धीरे विड्रॉ करो, विड्रॉ. Wire shearing is a big problem. नहीं नहीं, पुश मत करना. हाँ, विड्रॉ कर. हाँ, like this. Very good. Gently फिर से जाओ. नहीं नहीं, उधर नहीं जाने का, धीरे ऊपर जाने का. And in all this, ये ठीक है. In all this, you have to maintain the position of the. Yes, this is looking good. घुमाओ, नहीं दूसरी तरफ. हाँ, अभी घुमाओ, अभी घुमाओ. Very nice. धीरे धीरे घुमाओ. You have to maintain the position of the needle in the biliary radical. Otherwise, your wire will rotate somewhere in the liver. So, because there are respiratory movements, so maintain your wire. Yes, very good. देखो किधर जा रहा है. धीरे धीरे. तो दूसरा ही है ये रेडिकल. हाँ, ये रेडिकल दूसरा ही है. I think we have gone in a branch, not in the main duct. It's not going in the direction that we want. हाँ, इधर से देखो और किधर जाता है क्या? This is a different radical. Come back. Come back, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. Now try. 9. घुमाओ घुमाओ घुमाओ. Yeah. घुमाओ. नहीं घुमाओ. Yeah. So this is a game of patience, Parimal.
Yes, absolutely.
And but it happens. I mean, because you may not be in the same radical all the time, so it goes in a different direction, and it then. So if you are getting late, please tell me. I don't want your program
there
to
are
get
about
late.
8 more minutes as I can see.
Okay, no, this is not good. Withdraw.
So the wire you are using is Terimo wire?
Withdraw. The Terimo helps me in rotating very well. So now what I am doing is I am checking whether my needle is in the right position. Sometimes the needle doesn't remain in the right position. You see? Chodo. I have to see, chodo, that the needle is there or it has moved, because there are all the time respiratory movements. Andar liya na wire? I think we are just in. So probably little more I'll puncture. We are probably out of the biliary radical little bit, and that happens. We know that can happen because there is a lot of movement that happens, and so if the wire doesn't go quickly, and now we have to, I'll try to puncture again and see. Bada karo thoda. So see, it is going in a different direction.
Sir, the model you have prepared, my model helps in this practice of this procedure, especially for passing the guide wire.
Yes, my model is very useful for that. But these are real situations, where you will always have issues. So be ready for all
Can
these
they
things.
switch to the bigger picture, US picture?
So I am showing you fluoro because I am going to puncture, and you can see the radical there in the center, ultrasound.
Yeah.
So I am puncturing again because I think I have gone out. And this position is, see this? I have to get a better position so that it goes in. You see the stomach wall, it is floppy. See this? So sometimes, fluoro, नहीं कैसा आ रहा है दिखाओ ना अच्छे से, कोने में क्यों आ रहा है, ये क्या है, नहीं स्कोप दिखाओ, ये क्या है, गोल गोल स्कोप है, फ्लोरो, सी द स्कोप पोजीशन, Doppler, yeah, this is better. $50. Fluoro? Okay. Now I'll try to make one puncture and see what happens. So I'm, blocking my up down, locking it so that fluoro. Now I have a very straight position. Let us see if it helps. No. पोजीशन अच्छा नहीं मिल रहा है. एक काम कर, गिव मी अनदर नीडल. कौन सा है अपने पास? फ्लोरो. सो नाउ वी हैव, तब तक एक्सरे दिखाओ. कैन यू सी द एक्सरे पिक्चर? धीरे धीरे धीरे. एक्सरे पिक्चर. हाँ, दिखाओ बड़ा करके. कैन यू सी द स्टोन देयर, परिमल?
Yes,
Yes,
stone we are
yes.
seeing. Stone
Yes.
It's a
is
nice round stone. So there is, I think there is no stricture. The stone was completely missed by the MRCP and the CT and the ultrasound. They all showed a narrowing with a, so this stone is in the left intrahepatic duct. And I think that was seen as a stricture, but now we have clarified this. So even if my rendezvous fails, I will try an ERCP and take it out. दिखाओ US. छोटा करो थोड़ा. Looks like we are in. Inject little bit. Fluoro and inject. अभी स्कोप पकड़ के रखने का. हाँ, नहीं, position change. So because of these movements, you can be at times wrong. Yeah, nice. Same radical, no? अभी फटाफट काम करो. Let us see if we can get the wire through. See that it's the same radical, but my scope position is completely different now.
Sir, though aspiration of the bile is a very standard technique, during aspiration the needle slightly moves out and cause problems in the placement of the bile.
Yeah. Yes. We have had that problem several times. Because if you see on the ultrasound picture, the liver is continuously in motion. So if it moves out, then you can create a false passage. So that is why you need to be fast. देखो pressure
Because
लग रहा है कि
Doppler
मत
is
डालो.
so good, can we do away with aspirations, especially in difficult cases?
Aspiration of?
Bile.
Because Doppler is good, can we do away with aspiration of bile in difficult cases and
Bile.
place the guide wire straight away?
Yeah, but you need, to also know the path. If you don't know the path where you have to go, see in the distal CBD it is okay. But here in the liver, if you don't inject, you will not know. See, even when we know the path, this is going into different radicals. You understand? So that is why injection of contrast is very important. Just blind passing, probably in distal CBD is okay for benign strictures. But for others, I think we are in the right radical now, based on the X-ray. नहीं उधर नहीं जाने का, पीछे आने का थोड़ा. हाँ. तो ये जंक्शन अब जो छोटा रेडिकल है ना, जो मेन उसमें जा रहा है, उधर से थोड़ा घुमाने का. यहाँ पे अटक जाता है, क्यों? नहीं, आई डोंट वांट टू गो इनटू द अदर साइड. थोड़ा बैक आ जाओ. हाँ, घुमाओ. नहीं, आई डोंट वांट टू गो इनटू दैट रेडिकल. और पीछे आओ थोड़ा, और पीछे आओ. बटन दबाओ फ्लोरो का. पीछे आओ, पीछे आओ, आगे मत जाओ, पीछे आओ. यू हैव टू गो इनटू सम अदर रेडिकल. कम बैक, कम बैक. हाँ, ना इधर से ट्राई करो. This is going up. We have to go down. Very good. No, come back. इधर से जाएगा, उधर से नहीं है रेडिकल. नहीं, that is a different one. हाँ, नहीं.
Polymer, you've seen the notice from the organizers,
वापस
na?
आ.
Dr. Parimal.
नहीं, उधर ही जाना. हाँ, नहीं. Yes, this is good.
We have got information
Go
from the
straight. फट से जाना
organizers.
चाहिए.
Time is up
पीछे आ.
for
नहीं जा
the
रहा था. बराबर.
panelists.
Okay, so I think Vinay, we are told that our time is up.
Okay. Thank you very
So
much.
thanks for the nice and indeed the challenging case. I'm
Yes,
sure
it's
you
a
will
tough
finish
one.
it in a short time.
You
And
just see
otherwise
the
we always
wire
have the
before you go.
options.
Parimal, I
Yeah.
think we have got the wire. I will just show you the
Yeah, it
wire,
looks
then you
like-
carry on. You can
Yes,
see the
sure.
wire on
Yes,
fluoro.
yes.
Yeah.
So we are in the
Yes.
right track. I think hopefully
Yeah.
now we should get it. Chalo, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you,
a
sir.
lot.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks to all panelists and
Bye.
organizers for inviting us.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
organizers, sir. Thank you.